So guys, I've kind of already started, but this is how I build my fires. So I start off, I don't know how well you guys can see that. Okay, so I start off with that ball that you see. All it is it's this stuff. It's bark off of a certain kind of tree. I don't know what kind of wood it is, I'm sorry. But see how this is very, 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 very like string-like and very fanned out. That's good for catching your initial flame. So the next thing you want to do is you kind of want to have your thing evolve. So what I mean by that is I started out with really, really thin twigs. You can see some of them on the outside, some of them here, a little bit down here. But you want to keep a space open so that, which is right here, so that you can actually start your fire. What I do is I leave a spot open like that, and then that's the place that I light it, and I put nothing in front of it. But there's a whole lot of this stuff farther back in here, so that when this catches, all of that back there catches and lights the top. Another thing you guys want to do is when you're back to the evolving thing, you want to start getting a little bigger. See, sticks like this, it's a little bigger. And then you also want to put every once in a while something that can hold a flame. So this piece right here I know can really, really hold a flame. Pieces like this can really, really hold a flame. You want to put that inside and kind of around and in various spots so that if the fire starts to die out, it stays on that piece. So as you guys can see, I have started to put bigger sticks on top. And a couple things I forgot to mention. One, you don't want your wood to be wet. I don't care if you put it at the very top or the very bottom. Wet wood kills fire. Just immediately kills fire. Another thing, you don't want to layer one side heavy. You don't want all of this here to be all sticks and everything and have nothing in the front. What I'm doing is called the teepee way of building a fire. Lots of people do it this way, where you go from small, which is this, to large. I call where I'm going to start my fire, which is what I showed you at the beginning, the entrance to the teepee, and that you want to leave open so that you can, stick your match or your flint and steel in there and actually light it. But I'm gonna keep getting bigger, and eventually it'll get to about this wide. But you don't want to start piling on massive size sticks yet. Also, real quick, you don't want to use a lot of this stuff through the entire fire, through the entire teepee. You can do that, in which case we'll start big flames in different areas. And if you're in an emergency situation, that might be smart because it'll light the fire faster. But if you have limited resources, it kills your amount of resources and what you have to start fire. So as you might be able to see, I went from, actually you can see it, I went from small to medium to large. And some people will do it a little differently. They don't stack the teepee itself full. I like to do that because I find as though it holds the flame for longer. Some people will put a couple sticks up here, and then they'll lean them together up here and then build up that way. But I like to just have it grow, finds it work better, and finds it to, to go on for longer. And that's kind of what you want. You kind of want a long, solid fire. So that is my fire tutorial. You might not get it every time. You might have to test a couple different times of where you want to place things and what kind of wood you're going to use. But other than that, it's pretty simple. I'm going to light this thing and see if it actually works. And that is how I build my fires. Ta-da! And that is how I build my fires. Ta-da!